I'm back.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon battle. This is actually week 1 of the OPL, Open Pokemon League, Season 2. Some of you may remember over the summer when I posted a few Open Pokemon League battles. And, you know, I think I explained it then, but if you are not sure what the Open Pokemon League, I'll probably make another video later on explaining in detail what it is. I want to talk to the organizer of the league. Make sure I get everything right in the video. So anyway, as you saw the team there, he's using an obvious Trick Room team, and I'm using a gimmick team that I put together during the draft, and it's the gimmick itself doesn't really show itself that much in this battle, because I guess I also made it somewhat of a solid team too. It's not just pure gimmick. So anyway, he leads off with Qwilfish and Porygon 2. Now, I let off my Masquerain because Masquerain really is one of the weakest leaks on my team, honestly, and he got screwed in the nature department, so I usually just put him out there just as fodder, just I get a feel of what my opponent's team is like. I see that this is going to be a stall team, like a Trick Room stall team probably, because he has an Entry Hazard user and bulky Porygon 2. I miss with my Air Slash, which kind of sucks, and, you know, he starts setting up Toxic Spikes, and I'm like, well, that's gonna suck a little later on, and he hits me with an Ice Beam on my Masquerain. But at least I got my Ampharos in here early before he gets poisoned, so that's a good deal there. I decided to just hit Porygon 2 with an Air Slash, just hoping to flinch on that thing, maybe get another move out of my Masquerain, but no, there's no flinch there. And that kind of sucks. I lose my Masquerain on this third turn, so I wasn't expecting that much out of it this match. Usually, because since that's a Quiver Dance set, usually I'll lead off with Smeargle and you know, use Follow Me or something and set up my Masquerain for a few turns and see where I can go from there. But I didn't see that happening this time around. So now he has 2 layers of Toxic Spikes, which kind of sucks. But I was able to one-shot the freaking Qwilfish with 1 Thunderbolt from my Ampharos, which is pretty cool. Now my Minshow's in here. I was worried to go straight for the KO on the Porygon 2, and I was right to think that, because he does have Cofagrigus on his team. So that was probably a good move by me. I decided to just fake out the Behem, and I set up a light screen, which is going to be even better. So now Behem and most attacking, like as far as attacking moves go on Cofagrigus, they're usually special, and I could use a U-turn on the Behem, so that'll actually kill it and let me switch out, get my Regenerator going, so that poison and life orb damage is going to go away the next time I use my Minshao. So that's a good deal there. I go into Cinccino. This Cinccino is Tail Slap, Wake Up Slap, and what else is there? Bullet Seed, and my secret move, which I'm going to keep secret until I get a chance to use it later on. I still want to keep it a secret because I know that there's a few people from the league that are going to want to see this video. And, you know, if I could give myself any sort of edge, I'll take it. So anyway, he sets up that Trick Room, and I'm like, dang it. So, there's not much I could do about it, really. This Aggron is going to probably use Earthquake, but I'm going to protect on my Ampharos, so it's not going to get hurt. I'm going to hope that Cinccino can learn it. I mean, not learn it. Live it. L words. I don't know what's wrong with me. And that's not going to affect his plate, also. That was a good move by him. And actually live it fairly decently, and I could hit Aggron with a Wake Up Slap. But Aggron has, like, I think base, like, 200 defense, so even those times 4 effective coming from a pretty good attack stat on Cinccino, it's underestimated in the attack department. I mean, and it has Technician, I mean, still. But it still does a ton. either way, I mean, gotta admit, a little chinchilla doing that much to a piece of metal is pretty great. But this Earthquake, thanks to the poison damage, is actually going to take me out, and it does a ton of my Smeargle also. Smeargle, I didn't really put any EVs into it, but he can be vital to this team at certain points in the game. As you'll see in a few seconds here, I think. This poison damage and all this stuff, it's just making this video go so much longer. So Rampardos is, I think Rampardos was the second Pokemon I actually drafted, which is pretty cool because I had a killer idea. This doesn't really show my full idea. Anyway, rambling. I just use Wide Guard. Some of you might not have even ever seen that move, probably. What it does, if a move in a double battle hits multiple targets, Wide Guard will totally protect your side of the field. So Aggron's Earthquake didn't do anything to me, and I just protected my Smeargle from my Rampardos' Earthquake, and I was able to hit Claydol with my Earthquake because of Mold Breaker. It's as if Claydol doesn't have Levitate. Moves that Wide Guard applies to include Surf, Earthquake, Discharge, Heat Wave, and Rock Slide, which Rock Slide is a very common move in this league, I've noticed. Almost every team I battled had it, except for this one, I think. This team has a lot of special attackers. Aggron, I think, is like his only physical attacking Pokemon. Actually, maybe Quillfish, but Quillfish set of Toxic Spikes, but, you know, that's how it works. This song that is playing right now is by Sum41. You gotta acknowledge the artist in the video if you don't want to like get it totally removed, you know. But anyway, that's what happens. I took out my own Smeargle. I tried using Follow Me just to see what would happen, because I knew that Wide Guard wasn't going to really help, because, I mean, it was at such low HP and poison, so, I mean, it was going to die. And that Earthquake didn't do much. The Twisted Dimensions go back to normal, which is great, because I bring in my fast physical sweeper, which is Minxiao, and start doing some work. He tries to pull that. It's a good thing I'm not trying to target that Porygon 2 too fast, because, you know, if I had gone for High Jump Kick, I would have missed on the Cofagrigus, and that would just be bad. I use an Earth U-turn, but thanks to the cosmic powers that I let Claydol get up, it can actually survive that, so it's going to take at least one more turn for me to take out that Claydol, unless Claydol uses Explosion. And I'm like, wow. So that was probably his whole motivation for going into his Cofagrigus, because he knew that it wasn't going to get hurt. But Explosion doesn't do that much to Ampharos, but it does take out my Rampardos from that range. I've had a few battles that Rampardos does some major work. Hopefully I'll have more battles with that later. Every week I'm going to try to post a video from the Open Pokemon League, and if someone else has a really good video, I'll try to get my hands on it and show you guys that, so you guys see more than just my team every time. So, yeah, yeah. I really like what I did with my team, honestly. It looks really unique. Like, it's totally different from anything I've ever used, any type of team I've ever used. I could finally go for High Jump Kick here on the Porygon 2 and kill it off. So, that was fun. And I think these are all my last two Pokemon, but he only has Cofagrigus left, so, yeah, a combination of Thunderbolt and Rock Slide should be able to take out the Cofagrigus, I believe. Because he already has damage from one T-Bolt from earlier, so that works out. So that will be my game. For the first week, I won 2 matches and lost 1. As I said, this is a bit of a gimmicky team. I was just totally thrown off this other one match. Maybe I'll post that one later on the week, because both of us really did play very well, but I wanted to show this one first because, like, it was a really close match. I only had 2 Pokemon left, and they were both poisoned, so that's how it goes. So So anyway, if you enjoyed this, leave me a like rating and, comment if you want. I'm probably going to post this on the OPL Facebook, and I'll have links in the description for the people involved with the Open Pokemon League. And I am done talking, so I'll see you guys later.